the best pitchers.
He's one of the best in the business. He has been dominant. He's got the best breaking ball in the game.
Set me on fire, set me on fire.
Blake Snell has put himself in a whole different category.
1-2 pitch, he struck him out.
Justin Verlander is a great pitcher.
Verlander with a strikeout.
I'm still alive, but you didn't think that I could make the life.
He's arguably the best starter in the American League.
Swung on and missed. Kluber eats him up.
But you didn't think that I'd come back to life.
Max Scherzer's been great. Got him swinging. He strikes him out.
Dropped down again.
What Jacob deGrom is doing is historic. Strikeout number 10 for deGrom.
But you didn't think that I'd come back to life. But you didn't think that I'd come back to life.
Welcome, everyone, to the BBWAA Cy Young Awards Show. Inside Studio 21, it's Greg Amerson with a pair of aces. Ron Darling, Hall of Famer John Smoltz, who was the National League Cy Young Award winner back in 1996. So you know the nerves our finalists are experiencing tonight.
Yeah, you certainly want to be in the conversation. That's step one. And the final step is you'd love to hear that phone call and you say you won.
No, it was a big moment in your career. It's going to be a big night for one of these guys, for two of these guys, actually. We're going to talk to all the finalists, Ron, and also discuss some pretty unique stats that helped a few of the finalists get here.
You know what's amazing? There's so many different ways to evaluate starting pitchers now. Old school, new school. We'll see it all tonight.
Let's go through the voting breakdown, show you how we got to where we are here tonight. Each award is voted on by two writers from every MLB city in their league. That makes for a total of 30 voters per award, and all votes are submitted before the postseason because these awards are based solely on regular season performances. Now, those who vote for the Cy Young Award vote for their top 5 candidates. Now, we're going to remind you of the finalists for each award in alphabetical order. We won't even know the winners until you find out in just a few minutes, live right here on MLB Network. Now, let's get this show started with the American League candidates. We're going to begin with last year's winner, Corey Kluber of the Cleveland Indians. The ace of the tribe led the American League in innings while ranking second in wins, third in WHIP, and fifth in ERA. If Kluber wins, he'll join Roger Clemens and Jim Palmer as the only pitchers to win at least 3 career AL Cy Young Awards. What a breakout season for Blake Snell of the Tampa Bay Rays. This 25-year-old led the league in wins with 21. He led an ERA with a 1.89, opponent's batting average, and opponent's OPS. His final 22 starts were incredible. He was the best pitcher in baseball during that span, going 17-2 with a 1.40 earning. Your American League strikeout leader is our third finalist. It's a familiar name. Justin Verlander dominated baseball in the first half of the season, posting a 1.6 ERA through his first 16 starts. This is the 5th time in his career he's been one of the 3 finalists for this award that he won back in 2011. And we are pleased to be joined by all 3 finalists for the American League Cy Young Award. We got Corey Kluber, Blake Snell, and Justin Verlander. Justin, I want to start with you. You look well rested. Baby, what, a week ago? How are you feeling, man?
Yeah, she's 1 week old today, man. Feeling great. You know, what an exciting new chapter in my life, and you know, it's been an unbelievable experience so far, and I can't, you can't imagine until you experience it. But loving something so much so quickly, man. It's fatherhood has been all that I could dream of.
Well, congratulations to you. I do want to ask you though. You won this award back in 2011. Are you a different pitcher at all? And if so, how?
Yeah, I'm different. I think I definitely have more information. Just longevity in the game. I think I see the game a little bit better when I'm able to slow it down a little bit more. And I stopped throwing my 2-seamer. That's something that a lot of people asked what I changed when I went to Houston. And I mean, really, that's the one thing I can point to that is really the only, from me as an Astro to a the lack of use of my 2-seamer. I pretty much rely primarily on my 4-seamer now.
Blake, every pitcher's desire is to dominate a year. And you as a young player coming in with the Rays, when did you feel like at one point in the year were you either connected with your mechanics, or do you feel like you went to the next level confidence-wise?
I felt it was all confidence, honestly. Mechanics always felt good. There was a little touch-ups here and there, but for the most part, it was all about just confidence, believing that I could be at that level and compete day in, day out, and that's what helped me get to where I'm at right now.
Hey, Corey, congratulations first. When I think of you, I just think of great consistency year in and year out. Is that something you're most proud of?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think that, every pitcher strives to have that, consistency you're talking about, be able to take the ball every fifth day and, hopefully your team knows what they can expect out of you and feel like they have a chance to win every time.
Blake, did you feel any added pressure because the Tampa Bay Rays used the opener and every fifth day was maybe more important for your starts?
Yeah, no, I felt with the opener I had a bigger role on the team just because we didn't have as many starters as everyone else. But with that, I was excited to be the guy that they could rely on and count on, and I think it helped me become better and better and believe in myself more and more.
Justin, you come off a big year last year. You go all the way to the end of the World Series. You didn't miss a beat this year. What's one of the most important things to you statistically when you go through a year? What do you put your emphasis on when you start a campaign?
I think health is one of the biggest things. That's what I start working on here. Actually, I'm going to start working out in a couple days. So, I think all pitchers, everything that we focus all of our routine on and workouts and conditioning is health. And the reason you want that health is so, like Corey said, you can take the ball every 5 days. You go out there, your team knows what they're going to get out of you. They know you're going to take the ball on your given day and give them a chance to win. So overall, just the consistency of just being out there, and hopefully with time, and if you've been healthy, hopefully those numbers start to amass, and you start to look up at the end of the season, you look back and you're like, wow, I put together some pretty good numbers, because in the middle of it, it's just kind of head down, grind, just go out and pitch and do the best you can every 5 days and get ready for the next one. At the end of the seasons, when you kind of have that breath of fresh air and look back and be like, okay, that was pretty good.
And finally, Corey, on numerous occasions, you've led the American League in complete games. You did that again this year. You led all of baseball with 2 complete games. 2 complete games, the most. How would you describe the state of starting pitching in baseball now?
I think each team has their own approach to it. I think that you look at our team in Tampa Bay pretty drastically differently as far as, you got a guy like Blake who they run out there every 5th day, but, maybe not filling out all 5 spots in rotation, where you take a team like us and we got 5 guys each day that, Tito pretty much pencils in and feels like he can start them every day. And I think it's teams learning how to best use their personnel, and I think that, they're doing what they feel gives them the best chance to win.
All right, Corey Kluber, Blake Snell, Justin Verlander, thanks for joining us. Stand by. One of you will be named the 2018 American League Cy Young Award winner. 3 very deserving pitchers. Let's talk about all 3. Let's break them down, if you will. Corey Kluber looking for his 3rd Cy Young.
Yeah, he's the classic guy that it seems everything looks simple on the mound. When it's going good, he has the ability to pitch up in the zone, but he relies on movement with his fastball. He can tail it into right-handers, front door to left-handers. He covers every quadrant, and his arm angle is unique, and he's one of those simple guys that doesn't have a lot of moving parts. There's that tail I'm talking about. He also came off of a postseason year the year before and didn't miss a beat. So when you're connected to your mechanics, you can make wiffle ball type pitches like this. The breaking ball off his fastball is just almost at times unfair, and he can throw it to both sides of the plate. And so when you're connected and it's easy and it's free and you look like you're playing catch with the catcher, that's why you're 3 years in a row and had the consistency that he has in the Cy Young competition.
If you're the casual baseball fan, you might not know Blake Snell, but Blake Snell really came up in a big way this year. There's very few young pitchers in baseball that have 4 quality pitches. All of their pitches are above average, way above average for Blake Snell, but also can command those pitches. The thing about Snell, and the reason that he had the year he had, is that he had the ability to get all 4 of those pitches over. Fastball, curveball, slider, which really helps him against the lefties, and then the changeup, which really can dominate the righties at times. It has as much movement as any lefties changeup in the game. It has a lot on it as far as velocity is concerned. And I don't know if you'll like this comp, John, but how about Steve Avery?
This is absolutely a great comp. And I used to tell people, Steve Avery was Clayton Kershaw before anyone even knew about Clayton Kershaw. Unfortunately, Steve wasn't able to pitch as long injury-free, but that's a great comp that you've got there.
Snell was dominant. He was great. I guess if you're going to compare him to a guy like Justin Verlander, this guy's got the quantity stats on his side.
Yeah, this is the freak of our generation, honestly, doing it every year and not looking like he misses a beat. He pitches up. He talked about that four-seam fastball, eliminating the two-seamer. And so pitching to the top of the zone, beating barrels to the bat with velocity, and Uncle Charlie comes right off of that same height of the fastball, and there's no way the hitter can adjust. And so he can throw that fastball up, curveball, and then mix it in with a tight slider that has just gotten better since he's gotten to the Houston Astros. So you're talking about a complete pitcher and an arm action and a relatively healthy guy that has been able to not deviate velocity and be able to utilize the different era of baseball and go to that next level if that's even possible.
All right, the way the new era votes on an award like this, does it hurt a guy like Justin Verlander and help a guy like Blake Snell?
You know, it's interesting debate because I don't think people take in the year before. We mentioned 250 innings, including the playoffs, and getting right back on the horse and not missing a beat and pitching 220 or so innings.
Which is what Verlander did.
It's what he's did, and that volume of work means something. It means something to a guy who takes the ball every 5 days within the organization, and then at the same time, you understand that as you go through the whole course of the season, some of those numbers are going to get altered based on the full work. And I'm talking, this is way closer than people think, in my opinion, when you talk about these three guys, and especially at the top. So Blake dominated, unbelievably run prevention from the standpoint he didn't give up squat.
Yeah.
And then you had Verlander and Kluber be able to pitch in a day where we don't talk about 200 innings as any kind of marvel. I still believe it's super important.
And it's not even about pitching 200 innings. When you talk about Kluber and Verlander, you're talking about guys that do it year after year after year. Stay healthy or go out there. Now, you can't take away the year that Blake Snell had. It was an outlier. It's one of the great years you've ever seen. ERA down, 21 wins. That doesn't always happen.
Yeah. I mean, how about the stat that Corey Kluber, even Corey laughed at it. Leading baseball with two complete games.
Yeah.
That's where we are right now.
That's right.
Now, we've got these guys in their own private locations waiting to hear if they're going to win the Cy Young Award, including Justin Verlander. He tweeted this out, getting nervous about the Cy Young announcement on MLB Network with other finalists. Having a little glass of what's that? You know, what do you think, Ronnie? You're a wino, right?
I'm not a big wine drinker.
You're not a big wine drinker?
No, I'm not a big huge.
I'd say maybe it's a cab. I'll ask Justin Verlander.
Looks like it's Infidel bottle.
Okay.
Maybe a little more wine.
I could lean on you. Once again, there he is. All three finalists standing by. The ace of the Indians, a former MVP drinking his red wine, and baseball's breakout star from St. Pete.
What is more important, quality or quantity? BK will give his opinion after the break. And then we will find out if the American League Cy Young Award winner will be a young lefty or a veteran righty will add another award to their trophy case.
Nobody brings you closer to the game than MLB Network.
Right now, all fries at Wendy's are just $1. That's a huge deal on any size of Wendy's natural cut sea salted goodness. But a deal this good won't last long. So get your dollar fries at Wendy's before they're gone.
Even the best shoppers like to get a head start. So hurry to Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's for huge pre-Black Friday savings. Like savings of 25% on Redhead Men's Rock Creek shirts and save $50 on this Master-Built Sportsman Elite Extra Wide Smoker.
Wow!
Wait, what? Everyone's excited about the Chevy vehicles at the Chevy Black Friday sales event.
I could get used to this.
Wow. And you will be too when you get 0% financing on our award-winning Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs.
How is that even possible?
Now get 0% financing for 72 months on popular 2018 and 2019 Chevy models. Or make no monthly payments until next year. The Black Friday sales event ends soon. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Inferior phone detected.
Ugh, the screen. You know, Sprint has the awesome new iPhone XR.
Ooh, let's take a picture.
It has an amazing liquid retina display.
And now, get iPhone XR on us when you lease the latest iPhone. Switch to Sprint today.
The Dare to Give Big semi-annual event. Lowest prices of the season, November 14th to the 18th, only at Jared.
Right now, when you grab a $5 double chalupa box, you can enter for a chance to win an exclusive Platinum Xbox One X, only at Taco Bell.
Put down the chalupa. Focus.
Wrong button, buddy. Wrong button.
Every day brings something new. So much to look forward to. Nationwide is on your side.
Catch the Japan All-Star Series tonight at 8 Eastern on MLB Network.
Yeah, he's kind of like that.
People are going to get annoyed, like me, and you're going to have to deal with it.
It's a dog-eat-dog world during the offseason on High Heat with Christopher Russo. Weekdays at 1 Eastern on MLB Network.
It's time for MLB Pitch, Hit, and Run, the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball. Get your community involved by hosting a local competition for the chance to compete in the finals during the 2019 MLB All-Star Week in Cleveland. Sign up for free at pitchhitrun.com.
Weighted runs created plus, launch angle, exit velocity. They're all important, but the ring is the thing. During the off-season, we'll break down every big move on the show for the thinking fan.
MLB Now, weekdays at 4 Eastern on MLB Network.
The big bats, the big gloves, the big men in the big moments. Don't miss the BBWAA MVP Awards, Thursday at 6 Eastern, exclusively on MLB Network.
He's arguably the best starter in the American League.
Swing and a miss. Corey Kluber has dazzled again tonight.
Two-time Cy Young Award winner.
One of the best pitchers on the planet. Verlander, if you want to make the case for him, it'd be very easy too.
Swing and a miss. Justin Verlander has just struck out his 2,500.
You almost have to assume Justin Verlander's going to throw zeros up there.
Blake Snell very much in the Cy Young race.
And he's been everything that you would want out of an ace.
That is filthy.
I want to be Blake Snell when I grow up.
Coming into tonight, the great Clayton Kershaw pitched the fewest innings for any pitcher to win the Cy Young. He did it in 2014 with 198 in the third innings. So how much do innings really matter? The star of MLB Now, Brian Kenny, set to weigh in on this topic, quantity over quality. BK.
American League Cy Young is a gaudy ERA versus another stellar year for a longtime star and one with more innings. So who do you like, Blake Snell or Justin Verlander? Let's do a little digging in. Blake Snell had a sub-2 ERA. That, throughout the history of baseball, gets your attention. A 1.89, but for only 180 innings. Justin Verlander didn't miss any time this season, finished with a 2.52 ERA over 214 innings. How do you figure out which was better? There are a number of different ways. In Baseball Reference WAR, that's basically earned runs allowed in innings, it's Snell, 7.5 to 6.2. RA9 WAR, all runs allowed, it's Snell by a smaller margin, but still 8 to 7.5. But WARP, that's from Baseball Prospectus's deserved run average, it goes to Verlander, 7.3 to 6. Snell was fourth in this sophisticated metric, behind Corey Kluber and Garrett Cole as well. Now, we know workload means a lot, especially now in the era of bullpenning. So there is a tendency to want to give it to Verlander. Verlander didn't miss a start for a club that won a good division. He was wire to wire, and it is nearly 34 more innings. The issue there is those 34 innings, they come with 22 more runs. That's an ERA of about 6 for those innings. The Astros won their division with 103 wins, while the Rays quietly came in with a stunning 90 wins. A lot of that was because Blake Snell was automatic, allowing Tampa Bay to go rogue with openers and bullpenning on the other days. It's a race, but my vote would go to Blake Snell. Greg?
BK, thank you very much. It's time to find out who's taking home the American League Cy Young Award. And for the live announcement, we hand things over to the Secretary-Treasurer of the BBWAA, Jack O'Connell. Take it away, Jack.
In a close race against former winners Justin Verlander and Corey Kluber, Blake Snell emerged as the American League Cy Young Award winner in 2018. The Rays left-hander received 17 first-place votes to 13 for Verlander, who finished second in the balloting for a record-tying third time.
We did it! Jack, thank you so much. Yes, you see the celebration. Blake Snell is your 2018 American League Cy Young Award winner. Blake, congratulations.
My son.
Oh my Lord.
Hey Blake, can you hear us?
Text your uncle.
Yeah, I can kind of hear you.
Okay, I'll speak loudly.
I can hear you.
First off, congratulations, buddy, and tell us who's in the room with you at the moment.
Yeah, I got a bunch of friends, family, my dad, mom, aunt, my son.
This is my son. My
brother. Yeah, family, friends.
So tell us, what does this honor mean to you, Blake?
No, it means a whole lot. There was something that I wanted to achieve this year, and me and Chris Archer and Cal Snyder, Cal Snyder's a pitching coach, Chris Archer, former teammate, but I had this goal in mind. I was telling Chris this is what I wanted to accomplish, and to accomplish it, and I put all the work, and it means a whole lot to me.
Blake, congratulations. I can't even imagine what you're feeling right now. The fact that you've checked in, I mean, this is an elite level, and I know you're going to enjoy this and put in the time to enjoy it, but can you even think about next year and what you plan on doing at the level of confidence that you have now?
Now I can finally end this last year that I just had and start to focus on what I want to accomplish, what the team wants to accomplish, and no, I'm excited about it. I haven't thought about it, so I can't really tell you. I've been pretty focused on this award, so now that I know I won it against, two of the greats in Kluber and Verlander, it's amazing to be able to close this, know I did something that I set my mind to, and focus on what I'll be able to do next year.
You know, Cy Young has been pretty good to left-handers for Tampa Bay, and now you join David Price as the Cy Young Award winner. That must feel great also.
No, it feels great. David's a guy that I watched when I signed in 2011, and he's a guy I've watched and become good friends with. So definitely good company to be with, but definitely going to continue to get better and continue to focus on what I need to do to be the best me, as well as help this team win, because this Tampa team's good.
Is this party going to get rowdy in about 10 seconds?
Yeah, once we get off, we'll get a little rowdy, but right now they're doing well holding it all in.
Hey, you guys celebrate whenever you want. Blake Snell, congratulations, man.
Congrats.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you guys.
All right, there you have the ace of the Tampa Bay Rays getting it done. Your voting breakdown, it was a nail-biter.
Yeah, I thought it would be. I mean, that's the mindset I had going in with the volume that had been created. And just, you're talking about three great pitchers. It really should have been close, and, you know, we keep talking about Verlander and Kluber in the conversation every year. It's pretty incredible.
But the winner this year is the dominant southpaw of the Tampa Bay, Blake Snell, your 2008 League Cy Young Award.
It's time to move on to the National League. Coming up, three righties from the NL East will be joining us live to discuss the 2018 season and their chances at bringing home some hardware.
The musical event of the offseason with an all-star cast. Harold Reynolds, Matt Vasgersian, Hot Stove, the musical. It's good.
Stop. H, what are you doing? What? It says right here, Hot Stove's about trade signings, breaking news, and big-name guests.
I don't know. I kind of like the singing.
Really?
Hot Stove, weekdays at 9 Eastern.
Only on MLB Network.
It's going to be a long off-season.
See the hands?
We saved hundreds on our car insurance when we switched to Geico. This is how it made me feel. It was like a lawn on a sunny day, and without even one last strip that's exactly the width of your mower. When you're done, it looks so good you post a picture on social media. And it gets 127 likes.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
DiGiorno crispy pan pizza.
and travels straight to your table. Unlike delivery that goes from oven to box to bag to car to traffic to wrong houses. DiGiorno delivers a crispy caramelized crust straight from your oven. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
Now with a 2 for $6 deal, pick from the new Crispy Chicken Tenders, or the Crispy Chicken Sandwich, or the Spicy Crispy Chicken, or the Flame Grilled Whopper. Match or mix. Any two will cost you $6. Only at Burger King.
Time to get our caroling on.
Let's do this.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. One horse open sleigh.
Once upon a time, one Christmas Eve, we were jingling, singing. You know my scene. I was hanging out, cooling all my homies and me. Hey, yo, the party was lit like a Christmas tree. Then way up, I heard a ho, ho, ho. There were 8 reindeer and the nose that glowed.
Bringing my Giovanni Rana pasta to everyone in America wasn't so easy. So I made it easy for America to find me in the refrigerated section. Giovanni Rana pasta. Share what's inside.
Bandit 3, this is Fox 2-3. Can you see that contact to our front? Bandit Fox 2-3 out. Mark him, tracer fire.
There are those who choose a different path in life. A path of selflessness, of service. A path that leads to freedom. Do you have what it takes? Find out at GoArmy.com/warriors.
I am the new DQ Hungry Up deal. 3 deals to choose from at $4, $5, or $6 with chicken strips, fries, and a mini blizzard. 3 deals for the hungry-ish, hungry, and even hangry. Because I'm not fast food, I am fan food.
Live baseball continues in November on MLB Network with the Arizona Fall League. See the next wave of Major League phenoms in action during the Arizona Fall League Championship. Saturday at 3 Eastern, live on MLB Network.
We could dig right in on the NL Cy Young race.
The difference between Max and mere mortals is he's figuring it out right now in the heat of battle.
Aaron Noah has been lights out.
Another day, another dominant performance by Jacob deGrom.
Mama, look at me now. They said that kid was on slide, but he's doing alright. Mama, look at me now.
Scherzer has been absolutely dominant. He's not out of the question to win the NL Cy Young.
Jacob deGrom has been as advertised.
Let's talk NL Cy Young. Jacob deGrom, he won just 10 games, only 10 wins. Come on. He's the heavy front runner for this award regardless, thanks to a microscopic 1.70 ERA, which is the 6th lowest ERA since 1969 among qualifiers. A year ago, in almost 16 fewer innings, he allowed 28 home runs. This season, just 10. Nolan had a monster season for the Phillies, leading all MLB pitchers with a WAR of 10.5. That's the highest WAR for any pitcher since Randy Johnson in 2002. Phillies ace also finished in the top 5 in these NL categories: ERA, innings, strikeouts, and opponent's OPS. And Max Scherzer is a finalist once again for an award he's already won 3 times. He led the NL in wins, innings, strikeouts, and whip. Max did become the first right-hander to reach 300 strikeouts since Curt Schilling did it in 2002. You can make the argument that this season was his career year. And think about his resume. That is saying something. And I'm not being over the top. This year could be Max Scherzer's best season of his career.
It was certainly dominant. I mean, we're talking about dominant pitching at these 3 candidates, right? And all did it kind of in a different way.
That's right.
And what's unique about this year and just trying to pick a winner is that fact. They did it in a different way.
Yeah. 300 strikeouts from Max Scherzer. I mean, that's crazy. No one's done that right-handed pitcher since Schilling did it in 2002.
The other cool thing about this trio, Ron, is we knew they set themselves apart from the pack in the National League early on. I felt halfway through the first half of the 2018 season, we knew it was going to be a dogfight between these three pitchers.
Well, Nola got off probably to the quickest start of all three, but the train that kept running was Scherzer, who does it every single year, and then DeGrom started to separate himself a little bit by that ERA.
Well, let's talk about Aaron Nola first, because he did get off to that hot start, and he caught all of our pitching experts' attention. He was almost unhittable in the first half, Ron.
You know, what I love about Aaron Nola, and we all said it in the meeting when we came in today, said this kid can flat out pitch. Well, what does that mean? Well, what it means is that in the day of velocity, where everyone's throwing 95 to 100 miles an hour, Aaron Nola doesn't concern himself with velocity, concerns himself with command, of putting the ball where he wants to. He has great ability to spin the ball for a strike and then make it appear like it's a strike and spin it out of the strike zone. Also, he has a myriad of pitching as far as how hard he throws. I always compare him a little bit to my friend Dennis Eckersley. Eckersley might have thrown harder, but I think when you think of Aaron Nola, I think of him spinning the baseball. It's a beautiful thing to watch.
When I think of Max Scherzer, I think of a competitor.
Oh, this guy's unbelievable. You talk about energy, having fun, fierce. He can go to every quadrant of the strike zone with his fastball. He's basically getting right after it and changing with the times on how hitters are trying to launch. And then he's got the weapons that can get the other part of the strike zone. He just absolutely, with his unique arm angle, creates separation between fastball, slider, and that really Bugs Bunny changeup. Rare do you see these kind of combinations from a guy who can throw 98 if he wants to, and then be able to throw that pitch right there. That's basically right-handed kryptonite and left-handed kryptonite. When you're getting ready for velocity, he's got all arms, everything coming at you, and then see ya, you don't have a chance. That's why 300 strikeouts.
Now, what's this?
Well, I did all three of these, right? So look at the box. And I talk about Kluber staying in the box, pretty simple. Well, Scherzer's a little bit different in the box. When he gets into his delivery, he stays in the box, and then his arm angle's going to separate him. And then you've got Justin Verlander, classic windup, but a higher release. And my point was, all three of these guys that I was able to look at do it in a little bit different way. They have simple mechanics to themselves, but all three are different, and all three have different arm angles to which they throw the baseball. So there's no one way for dominance, and I just wanted to bring that up.
I like that. This is dominant.
One of the joys of this year for me was being able to watch every one of this young man's starts. When you think of Jacob deGrom, I think most starting pitchers say to themselves, if I can have a 5 to 7 start run, that's nice, because you're always going to have a bad game. How about not having a bad game for 6 months? That's what Jacob deGrom did this year, and that's why he had that ERA.
Well, many believe that despite Nola having such a great season, it's really between Scherzer and deGrom for the voters. 8 more wins for Max Scherzer. We could talk about that at a later time in terms of the value of a win. It's just hard to overlook an ERA at 1.7.
By the way, these are league ranks, and when you throw in Nola, those are the top 3 in almost every category. Right. I've rarely seen the top 3 emerge in the league ranks at the top 3 to 4 positions. It's incredible. It's close, and we're going to have debates over time based on this Cy Young, I believe, and it's going to change the way people view certain statistical categories.
For some, it'll be the day the music died, to tell you the truth. I think what is happening here is that how do you value starts, innings pitched, strikeouts, the way they used to traditionally look at starting pitchers? Yep. I think it's changed.
Yeah, people at home going, are you guys going to be talking to the finalists? Don't you worry. The finalists are coming up. Interviews with all three, Jacob deGrom, Aaron Nola, and Mad Max Scherzer, coming up after the break on MLB Network.
It's the acclaimed series that brings our national pastime's greatest to life. Baseball, directed by award-winning documentarian Ken Burns. The faith of millions is spoiled by scandal until a babe, a national heirloom, is born. Friday at 8 Eastern on MLB Network.
Right now, all fries at Wendy's are just $1. That's a huge deal on any size of Wendy's natural cut sea salted goodness. But a deal this good won't last long. So get your dollar fries at Wendy's before they're gone.
This is our workshop. These are our gifts. And this is how we open them up. And this performance. Hurry
experience of the Acura Season of Performance event going on now. Visit your local Acura dealer for attractive offers on the TLX. Hurry, this event won't last. When Domino's is Domino's new dinner bell to get the family home.
Sorry. Eat atoms of hydrogen. Anyway. I gotta go.
Dinner bell and they'll come favorites. Choose any two or more like bread twists, specialty chicken, pizza, or salads for only $5.99 each.
So a tree falls in your brand new car and totals it. And as if that wasn't bad enough, now your insurance won't replace it outright because of depreciation. If your insurance won't replace your car, what good is it? You'd be better off just taking your money and throwing it right into the harbor. Regret that.
With new car replacement, if your brand new car gets totaled, Liberty Mutual will pay the entire value plus depreciation. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
When heartburn hits, fight back fast with Tums Smoothies. It starts dissolving the instant it touches your tongue and neutralizes stomach acid at the source. Smoothies, only from Tums.
At T-Mobile, $40 gets you an unlimited plan and a new Samsung Galaxy S9 included for every line. This is what you get with your $40 plan at Verizon. Recap: with T-Mobile, you get this. 4 lines, 4 phones for $40. With Verizon, you get this. The choice just got a whole lot more obvious. Get more because you deserve it. Only at T-Mobile.
The art of building a championship. From creating a blockbuster trade.
Everybody's happy here. It's a win-win.
To inking a big free agent signing.
This is going to be a big pickup. I know the fans would love it.
It's all part of how GMs try to craft a winning team.
These young GMs are in there, and they're not afraid to make changes to their club.
Now, see which teams could use some finishing touches as spring training draws near.
If you tinker a little bit, you got a contending type of team.
MLB Tonight. Tonight at 7 Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
These are the plays of finesse.
He makes the got it. What a catch!
And
Has done it. It's a no-hitter.
The Capital One Premier Plays of the Year. Sunday at 5 East.
Obviously, Scherzer, Nola, and DeGrom. Clearly a 3-horse race.
Swing and a miss. And Aaron Nola states his case for the Cy Young Award.
This dude's an absolute ace. Oh, Jacob DeGrom, he's so good.
In there, strike 3 call. Got him with a slider.
Greatest ever by a pitcher with
the dichromic demon on the mountain, Max Scherzer.
Swing and a miss.
If he wins the Cy Young Award this year, that's 4. 4 Cy Youngs to me, you're in the building.
Welcome back. Let's talk to all 3 National League finalists for the Cy Young Award. We got Jacob DeGrom, Aaron Nola of the Phillies, and Max Scherzer joins us live on the phone. And I feel sorry because he was sitting in front of the camera.
Not his fault.
No, we're just having technical difficulties with the video connection. Max, I'm always interested where you are for the Cy Young show. So where are you right now, Max Scherzer?
Actually, I'm in the Bahamas right now. We're trying to get our Wi-Fi situation to get a little FaceTime action to work, but we're having a little problems, but we're going to get this thing to work.
No worries, no worries. Hey, Max, earlier we talked about how 2018 may have been your best of your career. Would you agree with that?
From a personal standpoint, yes. Obviously, you want to win it all, and obviously we came up short, and all 3 of us sitting here are kind of pissed about that. But, for me personally, to go out there and continue to get better, continue to strive, and continue to make forward progress in all my pitches and to continue to develop better as a baseball player, 2018 was very rewarding for me.
Jacob, I'm not trying to put you on the spot here, but as a former pitcher, and I'm sure Ron Darling, we can't imagine what it was like. So my question is, through all the frustration of not getting certain wins, did you have a punching bag at home? Like, you handled this thing with the best I've ever seen anyone handle it. And I'm just curious of how you were able to really put that at bay and keep doing your job.
You know, I think just trying to go out there every time and put the team in a position to win. You know, like Max said, all three of us sitting here wanted to win it all, and you know, we're kind of happy with how we were able to throw the ball, but our teams weren't in the position we wanted them to be in. So my thought process was, hey, take the ball every fifth day and continue to try to put this team in a position to win, and you know, control what you can control.
Aaron, we had a title of your video highlights from this year. We said flat out can pitch. I'd like to know who your biggest influences was to get you to this point you are now with the Phillies.
I had a lot of people in spring training that had been there before, to been in our shoes, because we had a young staff, just to follow their lead and to look at their presence on the mound, off the field, in the weight room, how they train, how they prepare for games. I think they really helped me a lot.
Hey, Jake, 33 years ago, I got to chart this young pitcher, and I said to myself, I'll never see a pitcher have a year like that ever again. I was wrong. You did.
Exactly what you do. But my question to you is, you only know what you know, and what are you the most proud of having to overcome, whether it's some of the injuries, some of the little things? What are you most proud of this year that you know that nobody else does?
Ooh, good question. Really just the consistency of just going out there and providing, quality start for a team. You know, we can't win ball games, but we can give our team a chance to win. And, you know, for me, I feel like this is one of my best years of going out there and being consistent and consistently going out there to give the team a chance to win. And, you know, that's our job as a start, is pitch deep into games and, do everything we can at the plate as well. You know, that's all, you want to win ball games. I mean, that's what it's about. Winning feels great, and for us, we didn't quite win as many as we wanted, but it was so much fun to compete against all these other two guys.
And finally, Aaron, the surprising winning atmosphere in the first half of the season for the Philadelphia Phillies, so many experts, we didn't see it coming. Did that help propel you, the team's success, to the 2018 campaign you put together?
Yeah, I mean, we had a good first half, and we kind of struggled second half, but we had a lot of promising games. We weren't getting beat by a lot. They were close games too, so I mean, we know our potential, and it's just baseball. Sometimes you're good a lot of times, and sometimes you go on losing streaks, and that's kind of what we did. But overall, I think we had a pretty good year. We saw a lot of promising things from a lot of people.
Aaron Nola, Jacob deGrom, Max Scherzer, thanks for joining us. Stand by. One of you will be named the 2018 National League Cy Young Award winner. Three great right-handers, all three from the same division, which I think still is unique, and Clayton Kershaw dominated this award for so long. These guys are bringing it to the NL East.
Yeah, and there were some games where they locked horns against each other, and you look towards those games. Look, I'm biased, and I don't mind saying that I love watching great pitching matchups. I love watching great pitching performances, and we got a chance to see a lot of that, as you mentioned, in the same division.
And in this time where we don't always have those matchups, when you do, and you see it on your iPad or your paper, whatever you choose to do, you look forward to that game.
Once again, all three finalists standing by to find out the big news. The ace of the Mets, Aaron Nola, and Mad Max Scherzer.
Will it be 3 in a row for Max Scherzer? Could a 10-game winner bring home the trophy? Or will a Philly earn the honor for just the second time in 30 years? We'll find out when the announcement is made after the break.
The offseason is on MLB Network with an all-star lineup led by baseball's only offseason morning show. It's Game On, 24/7, 365 on MLB Network.
Even the best shoppers like to get a head start. So hurry to Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's for huge pre-Black Friday savings, like savings of 25% on Redhead Men's Rock Creek shirts, and save $50 on this Masterbuilt Sportsman Elite Extra Wide Smoker.
Wow!
Hey, what?
Everyone's excited about the Chevy vehicles at the Chevy Black Friday sales event.
I could get used to this. Wow.
And you will be too when you get 0% financing on our award-winning Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs.
How is that even possible?
Now get 0% financing for 72 months on most 2019 Equinox models, or make no monthly payments until next year. The Black Friday sales event ends soon. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
King has gone crazy, making 10 nuggets just $1. Crazy, right? Crazy crispy, crazy juicy. 10 nuggets made of crazy delicious white meat for just $1. Now that's a crazy deal. Enjoy 10 golden nuggets for just $1, only at Burger King.
Big things are happening every day. And along the way, that's why Nationwide is on your side.
Inferior phone detected.
The screen. You know, Sprint has the awesome new iPhone XR. Ooh, let's take a picture. Whoa, it's so clear. Yeah, it has an amazing liquid retina display. Look at the colors.
On a network built for unlimited.
This is amazing. I can't hold this smile much longer.
I can.
And now, get iPhone XR on us when you lease the latest iPhone. Switch to Sprint today.
Right now, when you grab a $5 double chalupa box, you can enter for a chance to win an exclusive Platinum Xbox One X, only at Taco Bell.
Put down the chalupa. Focus.
Wrong button, buddy. Wrong button.
Catch the Japan All-Star Series tonight at 8 Eastern on MLB Network.
Yeah, he's kind of like that.
That's the way it is. They don't need you for crying out loud.
It's explosive off-season talk on High Heat with Christopher Russo on MLB Network.
Red Sox win the World Series.
Join the Intentional Talk Circus, where big leaguers dish on roster shakeups, free agent rumors, and blockbuster trades. Hop on social media and join in on the fun. Intentional Talk, weeknights on MLB Network.
Building a winner next season. What does every team need? How will every division stack up? Find out on an MLB Tonight special series continuing with the NL East. Sunday at noon Eastern on MLB Network.
Cy Young, what do you measure? What's important to you? Strikeouts, innings?
I try to hone in on performance.
Simply dominance. A Cy Young Award winner must dominate. When I say that, it's not just ERA, it's strikeouts.
Swing and a miss! Number 300! Whatever you set the number at, 180, 190, I don't know what exactly that is, but I do think there has to be some volume there.
I really don't look at wins at all anymore, and just because I find them to be way too tricky.
And DeGrom showing you he's still got all kinds of guts.
Wins and losses, I think these days, I don't think there's a writer that seriously looks at wins.
I think it's a great measuring stick to see how Cy Young candidate, the league contenders.
Degree of difficulty is part of it, but I don't think it decides many votes.
Who is the winner? Let's look at the resumes once again. Chew on this. 3 great right-handers. Aaron Nola, middle of your screen. Over 220 strikeouts, a sparkling ERA of 2.37. If you want to talk ERA, no one comes close to Jacob deGrom. But 300 strikeouts is hard to overlook, too, for Max Scherzer. All right, enough of the banter. It's time to find out who's winning the National League Cy Young Award. Once again, Jack O'Connell.
Receiving more support from the writers than his teammates, Jacob deGrom was a runaway winner of the National League Cy Young Award. The Mets right-hander, whose dazzling statistics made up for lack of victories, was named first on 29 ballots and second on 1. Runner-up Max Scherzer received the other first-place vote.
Jack, wow, more support than his teammate. That was funny. Congratulations. DeGrom winning the Cy Young. Jacob, you had to know that this was coming. We've talked about it. A 1.7 ERA is pretty historic. Your reaction to this news?
It's awesome. Truly an honor. Kind of speechless, honestly. You know, I got to thank God just for the talents and abilities that He's given me and the opportunity to play this game that I love. Also want to thank my family, my wife Stacy, and the kids for the support that they give me, and the Baseball Writers Association for the votes, my coaches, teammates, and just everybody involved. You know, couldn't have done it without everybody.
Jacob, you have been part of one of the best staffs in baseball, and now we'll talk about potential and all the different dynamics you guys have pitched with, and yet here you are, you win a Cy Young. In the age of velocity and the ability for mechanical perfection, about velocity allowed you to be as consistent as you were this year?
With me, I think if I try to stay, all seems to come. Throw it and don't locate as well, and you know it seems to come out about the same. So staying smooth and just really working on location. And I went back to throwing 2 bullpens again. You know, I had talked to John about that, and just when I take the mound for a game situation, I feel more comfortable out there and have more confidence in every pitch that I'm throwing.
Jake, I was watching you during the break. I don't think I've ever seen you nervous in your life. You were nervous during our break. I just wanted to ask you, John was talking about perfection and velocity. What I see every fifth day is your competitive nature. You got as big a heart as anyone I've ever seen on the mound. Where did that come from?
Yeah, I think just probably my parents, how they are. You know, everything that told me to do it at 100%, and I really do love competing. That's why we play this game, to go out there and compete, and just every fifth day, you know, it's your day, and you want to stay out there as long as possible and try to put your team in a position to win.
Jake, I got to ask you, I mean, Shohei Ohtani, what we were able to see, I mean, you can handle the bat. I know you had an injury this year. Are we going to the next level next year? Pinch hit, a couple dingers. What are we talking about next year?
Yeah, I got to start. Yeah, we still have the batting cage at my parents' house. I'm going to have to start going over there and hitting a little more. That was a pretty poor performance from me this year, so I got to step up that a little bit.
What's in the water on the campus of Stetson University between you and Corey Kluber? I mean, it is kind of remarkable, right? I mean, Jacob, can you hear me, Jacob? Oh, are you still there with us, Jacob? No. I think we may have lost you. Hey, congratulations, though, to Jacob DeGrom. But it is remarkable. I know he didn't answer the question, but Stetson's not a college power. It's not North Carolina. It's not LSU. To have 2 of the top 5 pitchers in the sport.
Remember, he couldn't answer the question because he couldn't hear the question. You know, that's the only faux pas he's made all season long. Right. I think it's remarkable. I think it's remarkable. I think it speaks to the Stetson program. And I think one of the things that we took from all of the pitchers to talk today is that how important their families are. You know, it takes really a village of people to get you to a spot where you can make yourself part of history. And 2 of these young pitchers did.
Yeah, and I got to say, I mean, for anybody who's watching this at home thinking you got to be 6'4", 260 pounds, we're seeing some lean, dynamic, genetic blessings. Like, you know, Jacob DeGrom and Chris Sale and guys that, and Justin Verlander, when you can throw a baseball and you can repeat your mechanics, you don't have to be huge, you can be lanky. And we saw 6 different versions and some different personalities on how to dominate. You don't have to be fiery all the time. You can be quiet and reserved and let your pitching do your talking. I just love the makeup of a lot of these guys we talked to tonight, and they're all different, and they do it kind of a different way.
There's no box for these guys. Just, you know, let them out on the field and let them breathe, and that's why they're great.
There was a box in that breakdown you did.
Yeah,
that was a box. That was a good box. I want to show you the voting breakdown for this National League Cy Young. It wasn't unanimous. John McVay of the San Diego Union Tribune voted for Max Scherzer. He was the only one to give him a first-place vote. Other than him, it was all first-place votes for Jacob deGrom, who ran away with this. His 1.7 ERA helps him win this award, and there is his reaction to the news. Jacob deGrom, your 2018 National League Cy Young Award winner, and the party's still going for Blake Snell, who won it on the AL side. We're back to wrap it up after this.
Live baseball continues in November on MLB Network with the Arizona Fall League. See the next wave of Major League phenoms in action during the Arizona Fall League Championship. Saturday at 3 Eastern, live on MLB Network.
Right now, all fries at Wendy's are just $1. That's a huge deal on any size of Wendy's natural cut sea salted goodness. But a deal this good won't last long. So get your dollar fries at Wendy's before they're gone.
The Pacifica Hybrid.
It's half gas, half electric. Kind of like I'm half mom, half comedy sensation. What?
More like half mom, half got dressed in the dark.
Half drama queen, half accessory stealer. Yeah, I know that's my bracelet.
Mom, how long are you two gonna do this?
With a 566-mile driving range, I can do this all day. Hope we see some of your friends.
The 2018 Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid qualifies for up to a $7,500 tax credit.
Bringing my everyone in America wasn't so easy. So I made it easy for America to find me. In the refrigerated section, Giovanni ran a pasta. Share what's inside.
When heartburn hits, fight back fast with Tums Smoothies. It starts dissolving the instant it touches your tongue and neutralizes stomach acid at the source. Smoothies, only from Tums.
At T-Mobile, $40 gets you an unlimited plan and a new Samsung Galaxy S9 included for every line. This is what you get with your $40 plan at Verizon. Recap: with T-Mobile, you get this. 4 lines, 4 phones for $40. With Verizon, you get this. The choice just got a whole lot more obvious. Get more because you deserve it. Only at T-Mobile.
DiGiorno crispy pan pizza bakes fresh in its own pan and travels straight to your table. Unlike delivery that goes from oven to box to bag to car to...
In any language, nobody brings you closer to the game than MLB Network.
I've got the 3-piece picked out, guys. Big show. MVP Thursday night, 6 p.m. Eastern, live right here on MLB Network. Coming up, our guys ready to break down all the news from the day. Fran Charles, Dan Plesac, Ryan Dempster. It's like all pitching analysis all night here on the network for good reason, as we just handed out the hardware. Back here with Ron and John. Okay, what did we learn? Do innings matter? Blake Snell wins with a record low, barely over 180 innings pitched. Did he change the game tonight? Do we look at innings differently because he won?
I think we look at a lot of different things now. We're looking at innings different. We're looking at strikeouts different. Do they mean dominance like they did in the past? I think we're at a point right now where what you want to see is dominance. And there's a lot of different categories you can go to figure out that dominance. Not like the innings or strikeouts like there was in the past. I said the day the music died, it's changed. Right. People look at pitchers.
I don't know. Do we say 200 innings matters anymore?
Yeah, because I think it's irony. And here's the irony. He had under 200 innings and 21 wins, but wins don't matter. And then someone didn't have wins but had innings and an ERA. And so you can't have you can't have both arguments. I really maintain that without the wins, the innings don't have as much flair. I think you're still going to see an emphasis on innings. But when you have a dominant year, you follow it up with those categories we talked about. Innings still matter and have a
maybe the innings. He's right. Yeah, wins don't.
He's right and he's wrong.
Wins don't matter. Jacob deGrom was almost unanimous.
Well, in this case, because we had such a breakout ERA, and he had, as every category, he dominated with the exception of wins. That's it.
So you think they still matter?
They only can help your case. Now, take Blake Snell with the 21 minutes. For Jacob deGrom, the ERA matters. Another irony, the Tampa Bay Rays with Blake Snell as a traditional starting
Brian Kenny is standing over there. He's waiting for his hug. So we're gonna. I will be the. I'm sorry to Brian Kenny. For Hall of Famer John Smalls, Ron Darling. My name is Greg.
Thanks for watching.
The best in the game.
Who could possibly be having a better season than Mookie Betts?
Set me on fire, set me on fire.
It's time to recognize Mike Trout is just better than everybody else.
You didn't think that I'd come back to life.
Right now, Yelich has captured the baseball world.
Jose Ramirez, 30 homers, 30 steals in the season.
This guy, every day, has delivered.
He's made everybody in that lineup better, too.
Nolan's been just about the best offensive player in the league.
Nolan says, climb on my back and let's go.
Javi Baez has taken the game to another level.
El Mago, Magnifico.